How do you get a six-pack? Everybody wants to get a six-pack. Firstly, it's like the most aesthetic muscle that we can build as men because it's like looks very attractive. It's a symbol of like aesthetics, of a fitness guy, of somebody that trains intensely and cares about their fitness. So, how to get it? In today's video you are going to learn it, and you will have it in like time span of maybe 2 to 3 months if you really take care like of all the things that I've told you in the video. So listen very carefully. It is going to be a very great lesson for you. You will learn a lot from it, I am sure of it. So with this story, when I was younger, I was like very obsessed with getting the six-pack because it like was so aesthetic. It like no other guy had it, and I wanted to be the one who was shredded, who was like very attractive, and you know, I just wanted it so the girls would look at me. And it was in my young years, it was very long time ago, when I have found some apps on like my phone that promised in 30 days you will have a six-pack, and it was bunch of bullshit exercises like planks and like some very imagined exercises that did not give me my results. Why? Because like it was not with the progressive overload. That's not how the muscle work, like muscle building works. And I was kind of disappointed. Why does it not give me any kind of results? Yes, it might have increased my strength, my like kind of athletic performance, but only this. It was like, it's better still to do this than nothing. But how do you actually get the results? Because I didn't get any. Now people, when I walk, like you have seen at the beginning of this video, I don't need to tell you anything. Now people compliment my abs, like they look very aesthetic, it looks very great, it well complements my physique because of the broad shoulders, because of the chest, and like with the abs it looks perfectly. So it looks very good, and I'm not like to boast or anything, but I get it why you want to have abs, the six-pack, because it looks very aesthetic, especially that V-line at the bottom. How do you get it? Because there is a lot of bullshit on the internet telling you that, oh, abs are made in the kitchen only. And I think about it, and while there is some truth to it, it's bullshit. Because what are abdominal muscles? It's a muscle. How do you make a muscle bigger? Through training it intensely. Oh, but they are only made in the kitchen because you have them, but under the layers of the fat on your stomach, so you can spot reduce it. It's the biggest bunch of bullshit that I have ever heard. Firstly, you cannot spot reduce fat on some area in your body. It's not possible. Even with like some newest technologies or like bullshit, no, it's not possible. You cannot. Yes, you might have a surgery, but it will look weird. The best one is when you work the muscle intentionally. Oh, okay, so compound movements and all this will give me stability. There is also some truth to it, because it can give you some stability muscles overall in your abdominal area, but it will not give you this aesthetic block of abs, these abdominals, this six-pack that looks fucking great. And now, disclaimer, everybody has different genetics when it comes to their abdominal muscles. Because somebody might have a six-pack, somebody might have a five-pack, it does not matter, it all looks aesthetic. Somebody might have also an eight-pack or some weird-looking stomach. In the end, when you train it properly and you do everything right, it looks very aesthetic. So don't worry about your genetics ever. It's like biggest bunch of bullshit. Listen carefully now. Abs are kind of made in the kitchen, but you need to train it like any other muscle group that you would train at the gym. How do you do it? How do you do this? You train it with isolations, with intention. There are a lot of exercises that look kind of bullshit and they don't train it properly. They kind of might look cool, but they don't do it properly. We have two parts that we want to look at. We have the upper abs and the lower abs. The ones that make you this kind of V shape, you know, the ones that make you this line right there, and these are the upper abs, these are the lower abs. When you see it, it looks like a V going straight into my legs, into my crotch. So, when it comes to aesthetics, the lower abs are harder to achieve, but better looking, because that V-line looks very attractive and very aesthetic. How do you get it? You need to train exercises with exercises that give you intentional spot training. So the best ones for the lower abdominals are lying leg raises and hanging leg raises. Now, many people might have heard of these exercises, but they are very hard to perform right. But if you do them right, it's not very hard. I'm sorry. It's not very hard, but people don't know it. They just do it to fill up, because let's not lie. Even if you have kind of thought about abs and you know kind of some kind of exercises, you always were slacking off at the end of the training, sometimes skipping it. I know a lot and a shit ton of guys that have abs at the end of their workouts, and they don't give much attention to it, and they wonder why they do not have the results that they want, because they do not give a fuck about it, because it's hard, because it's boring, because it's all unsexy grind. It does not you don't feel like you're actually getting results immediately. With nothing good, it happens like this. So, lying leg raises and hanging leg raises. I will give you some videos right there how to perform them. And now, very important cue is the hollow body positions. Hollow body. Right now, pause the video, maybe open a new tab on your phone, on your computer, whatever, and type in the YouTube hollow body position, or basically anywhere. Just type hollow body position. Now, it can be shown in a variation where it's you're hanging from a bar, and it's important that you kind of brace your stomach, not like this, but like this. So it's all tensed up. You are almost in this banana shape, you know, where your legs are I cannot show you this the right way, but your legs are in this banana form, and it's like this. That's the way you activate your abdominal muscles the most. And that's where most people go wrong, because they just hang freely. They don't have the hollow body position, which activates the muscle. Because what are abdominals and the six-pack responsible for? It is responsible for the crunch movement, so when you crunch your body like this, and for stabilization of your basically torso. With this, it activates them, and especially in leg raises, it's very important that you have the hollow body positions, so you don't work the muscles in your leg right here, which are responsible for making your leg go up, but for making your abs work, especially this lower area right there. So it is very important to keep the hollow body position when you're doing the leg raises and when you're doing the hanging leg raises. And now, every single of these exercises you go to failure, because that's the only way that you tell your muscle you basically tell your muscle to shut the fuck up, perform the work like it's your last fucking day, like your last training session, and then after a few days it recovers better, it's stronger, and over time you build muscle. It's just how it works, because there is no other way around it. You cannot neglect it. If you want to have a great abs, it's now or never. I had in the first 1 year or 1.5 years of my training, I have neglected abs a lot. I was just like most of the people, I was skipping it at the end of the workout because, compound movements hit it. I was coping very hard. And that's when I didn't see no results. And the moment when I was like tired of it, I wanted to finally have abs because I wanted to look like I train. Then I achieved not achieved, I implemented the isolations. So that's the exercises that isolate the muscle. Now for the upper abs, it's like one movement that is good, that is great, and it's the crunch, especially with the cable machine. So with the cable machine, it's quite easy. You can write a cable crunch for the abs on the YouTube. There will be a lot of form guides, but it's very basic. You keep like a line, a V-bar, or basically a rope with like two ropes like attached into one, and you just crunch with your abs with the hollow body position. So you have your knees bent like this, and you perform abs like crunches, you know, and you try to suck your muscles into themselves. So you try to like squeeze them, not some movement that you work with your whole body. No, you try to squeeze them. So you work like, you try to basically push your chest towards your legs, you know? That's when you will activate them like crazy, and it will burn fucking a lot. That's when it will give you some great six-pack. Now, this will build your whole abs. So you might switch like this hanging leg raises and leg raises. Is the which one you like more. I advise you to like try both for a longer period of time, and then choose the one that you like, that you see great results, because everybody got different biomechanics of like their bodies, you know? Some might be shorter, some might have different insertions of the muscle. And so what with the kitchen? Because yeah, now great. Over time you're building muscle. Because before this, let me tell you, like, oh, abs are made in the kitchen. Somebody is still in that bullshit mindset. Okay, let's say you're a fucking fat guy and somebody tells you, oh, just to have a big fucking shredded physique, you just need to burn fat. And the guy listens to that advice and he goes into very big calorie deficit. Firstly, he feels like shit for most of the time. Secondly, when he have burned this massive shit ton of fat from all of his body, he does not see any muscle, because there was almost no muscle under it, apart from like one stabilizing his weight, okay? That's not how it works. You need to train the muscle, and then in the kitchen, you need to go on the something called calorie deficit. In the day, you have like calorie maintenance level. These are the calorie level that you should consume in order for your body to function right, to have all the energy, to have all the special stuff that gives you energy for your performance, all that kinds of things. When you eat above the maintenance level, you gain a little bit of fat. It gives you a bit more energy. That is good for gaining muscle. You start to get a bit puffier, but it's in a good way. If you do it in a slight calorie deficit, so like 300 above then it's not big of a deal. If you go below the maintenance level, that's when you go into the calorie deficit. That's when you burn this fat a bit, time by time, you burn a bit. You need to find your maintenance level, and then you can manipulate it with eating less or more. If you eat less, you will burn fat. Now, be careful. Many people go wrong when they want to lose the fat because they want to achieve the abs immediately and they don't have the patience. These are the people who quit because they don't see the results. If you burn fat too quickly, you will not build as much muscle, because you will you will train it, but you will not fuel it right for the workouts to be intense and to basically achieve the hypertrophy of the muscle. They don't see results, and then they quit because, oh, it's not for me, it does not work, it's some bullshit, it's only genetics, oh, you take steroids, and those are the types of people that quit. Now, on the other side, when you go into the slight calorie deficit, and you eat well with protein, you train fucking hard and often, the abs are like, you can train them more because they like stabilize your body a lot. Like whole day, when you're doing something, when you're walking, when you're sprinting, anything that you do, your abs are kind of involved. So you can give them a bit more intensity. You can push them a bit more. You can give them more days to like train and to make them fucking suffer. And then be in the calorie deficit after some time, and they will start to reveal. You'll start to, after some time, if you're like have a skinny guy genetics just like me, then it's like you will see results quite quickly. Trust me, you will see them very quickly. If you're more of like overweight person, or you have more of the layers of fat, then it will take you like 2 months, 3 months to start to see results, and you will get addicted to it, because it's a great feeling when you see something that you're working on, see that it is making progress to it. So with this, it's like, go into the calorie deficit after some time. Don't go into extremes. Take some time, and the muscles, the abs, the six-pack will be revealed, and you will, trust me, look fucking great. But give it time. Now, you need to understand your situation, okay? If you are a skinny guy, if you are more of a fatter guy, all right? If you're more of a skinny guy, just be in a slight calorie surplus. You need to just build more muscle, bro. You need to take some time, and maybe it will take you some more time to achieve it, but it will be greater, because then you can, maybe you will have this genetics just like kind of I do, that you like cannot really gain this super much big of a weight. So it will be easier for you to have the abs revealed the whole time, but you need to train them to make them bigger, to make them denser, and to show them through the skin. If you're more of a bigger guy, then just go into slight calorie deficit. If you're already training, eat protein and train fucking hard. Like the training hard part of this like whole thing is like, it's a non-negotiable. It's like you need to do it. You can do it often, 3 times a week, great, with these exercises. So you can switch them up. One day you're doing lying leg raises, second day you're doing crunches on the cable machine, and you progressively overload. So, and like the third day you do hanging or laying, I don't remember what I said. And the very important thing, it's progressively overload. Just like any other muscle you would, progressively overload it. That's when you make it stronger, that's when you make it better, and it's the whole philosophy. Combine the training and revealing it with the kitchen, okay? It's not one or the other, it's both. You need to implement both. And things that can help you is like sauna, but it's mainly for the detox, and the so-called fat that you think that you're losing during like sauna sessions is like water that you have retained throughout the day, that you have drunk. So it's not burning fat, but it can be useful tool for you to like burn more water, to sweat more water and make it easier so it looks kind of better for a shorter period of time. Either way, sauna is a great option for you if you want to be just healthy, because it's like super great for your immune system, for detox, for basically recovery. So try it all out and tell me if you liked it. Tell me if you have any other like ways of training your abdominals so that it can be greater results, and apply these tips. Trust me. Train it intensely, eat right, especially eat clean foods. If you don't eat clean, you will be all inflamed. So you will be all more like puffy, like you will have this weird kind of skin. If you eat healthy, your skin will almost like go through your bones, your muscle will try to like even explode through your fucking skin. If you eat clean, it will all look better. Trust me. Eating clean will always be superior to eating like shit food just to achieve the calories or bullshit. Plus, with shit food, you can overeat with calories and you can go very easily into calorie surplus depending on what kind of body you've got. But it's easier than with the healthy foods that I always preach. Now, I've got a community in the description. It's my community where I tell you exactly how to train so you get an aesthetic physique with everything you need to know. With the right kind of training, how to train, how to perform some exercises, just like here, but with all the exercises that you need to know, you will build a great body in some great period of time. I wish I knew it. I wish I had it. Plus, with diets and testosterone optimization, there are hours of videos. There will be hours of videos placed there that will help you exactly achieve what you want. So an aesthetic, sexy look and like basically right diet so that you feel great, and testosterone that will basically combine it all and make you a superior man. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Again, check it out and see you in the next one. Ciao.